Hey, what's up YouTube? Sorry it's been so long since I put a deck profile. I've been a little busy with the holidays, but today, guys, I've got another deck profile. And this is Dark Arm Duelist, and I've got Harpies for you guys today. I know I said the next one was probably going to be Dark Worlds. But I'm probably going to do that one next. And this deck is already modified for the January 1st ban list. Oh my goodness, guys. Snatch Steal out of nowhere. Anyways, here we go. In a Harpie deck, you're going to usually play 3 Harpie Queen. Always. Staple. It allows you... It's basically terraforming for the field spell. It's a really fun deck. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to my girlfriend Savannah because this is her favorite deck. And she's the one who got me to want to actually play Harpies. So, Savannah, this one goes out to you. Anyways, you always want to play 3 Queen because it essentially lets you search the field spell. And you want to have the field spell because it lets you have back row dominance. And with Artifact Molatang, I think that's how you say his name, Artifact, whatever his name was, getting limited to 1, you can just all over the place pop their stuff, no fear. Anyways, then you'll play 3 Harpie Channeler. It is an extremely essential card for this deck because it lets you go into rank 4 plays like crazy, and it stacks your graveyard for your win condition, and that is Hysteric Party. It is a great card. I love it. You pitch a card from your hand to the graveyard, and then you get special summon a level 4 Harpie monster from your deck in face-up defense position. It will let you double up your MST field spell. Then, for my personal attack over Cyber Harpie Lady, I play Harpie Lady 1 because if you have all 3 of these on the field, every one of your win monsters are going to go up by 900 attack points. And if you have the field spell plus 3 of these, you're going to go up 1100. 1100. So essentially, you're going to turn this into a 3k beater. You're going to turn this into a 2500 beater. I think it'd be 25. Yeah, it'd be 25. And then you're going to turn her into a 2300 beat or 2400 beater. So you're just going to stack your cards to where they get really powerful really quick off of Harpie Lady 1. Then I play personally 3 Dancers because you cannot have enough back row hate in this deck. You just can't. Especially with Burning Abyss, this dodges Bottomless, even though a lot of people are not playing Bottomless. If you do happen to get compulsed with this girl, yeah, I know, I was going to say this guy, but I was like, hey, you should be offended. But anyways, if you get compulsed with this girl, at least you got to pop one and you suckered out one of their cards. So it's really nice. I like it. If you somehow guess like a wiretap and they Phoenix Wing Wind Blaster, well, they just went -2 and you got 1 off of them. So it's not a bad draw. Typically, I do drop her for Channeler's effect because she does not come in useful all the time, but you need her for name count. I consider playing her at 2, but I do like her at 3. Anyways, I do play 1 Thunder King because there's a lot of searching in this game right now. And if you have Thunder King, I had somebody on Zodiac Duelist tell me, her name was Tiffany, I believe. If you have Thunder King on the field, you're not going to need to do anything else, really. I mean, you're going to have Thunder King on the field. You're going to be able to sit on Thunder King. Thunder King's not going to last long. It's going to prevent a couple searches, and they're going to use up resources to get over Thunder King and get rid of Thunder King. And it's just going to mess him up. I have gotten a Key Beetle lock and Evil Sworns with Thunder King on the field, and my opponent scooped their deck because they were so frustrated that they couldn't add anything to their hand because I had Safe Zone, Key Beetle, and this guy. And Key Beetle was protecting him, and Safe Zone was protecting Key Beetle, and it was just a 3-way lock that they could just not get past. But in this deck, it's really good as long as you don't pitch your sign. So I like it. May not be as relevant to have this in the deck when they actually release Harpie Harvest for TCG, but it's good for now. And then you play 1 Zapdos the Elite for the next guy that you're playing in the deck. I like him in this deck because he is a wing beast. He's really nice with the way the deck flows, and you can bounce one of your Harpies back that you just special summon to your field with with Channeler. You can go Channeler, discard, or you can discard a Harpie, special summon Channeler, add like special summon Queen, I think. I don't know if you could actually do that. I think it may have to be a Harpie Lady, but if you can, you could bounce the Queen to your hand with Zapdos, overlay into a rank 4, and then activate Queen's effect, discard to grave, and then get your field spell. You get a field spell for free. Anyways, you can also play 3 Korea Bandits in there, and that is for your win condition of the deck. It is an excellent card in this deck. It is excellent, excellent, excellent. I love it. I'm going to make another variation of Harpies called Ninja Harpie Dark Smorg, because a lot of people have been calling for me to do a troll deck, and that is going to be a troll lockdown deck that you're just going to not even be able to... You're going to watch me play Yu-Gi-Oh! With that deck. A lot of people are going to say it's bad, but I'm just doing it for fun. Anyways, that's going to break up all the monsters, and that's going to be all the monsters of the deck. You play about, I think it's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I was wrong. It's 17. Okay. Then you're going to play 3 copies of Harpie's Hunting Ground, because Harpie's Hunting Ground is the card that I've been talking about this whole time. And if you're new to Harpies, this is an MST that gives your Harpies 200 more attack points. Every time you normal summon a Harpie, every time you special summon a Harpie, you get to pop a back row. But be cautious with this card, because if you only have this card on the field and you normal summon a Harpie, you must destroy another spell or trap card, which, if this is the only thing on the field, you must destroy it. It is very... It's not situational, it's more... You have to watch, you have to count your back row when you're playing this deck. If your opponent has 3 back row, you know you can summon 3 times without worrying about it. If you have the next card that I'm about to show you, which is Hysteric Sign, you want to pop this quick and get 3 more Harpies at the end phase. And it's just a deck, you have to have skill to play this deck. You have to have skill to play this deck and play it correctly, because if you don't, and you don't count your back row that you're popping, you're going to end up destroying your own field spell, or having to destroy one of your own back row, and it's just going to end bad for you. And you just have to count it. That's why I play a couple of cards that aren't Harpies, like Korea Bandit and Zapdos and Thunder King, because you sometimes need to summon without going into a Harpie. But Hysteric Sign is a great card, because if it gets sent to the graveyard, or the field, from the field or your hand, you get to add 3 Harpies at the end phase. That is during your opponent's end phase or during your end phase. So if they blind MST it, which not a lot of people do anymore because of artifacts, you get to add 3. So it's a Rhoda that if it gets popped, you get 3. Then I play 1 Elegant Egotist, because sometimes I need to activate this and get an Egotist so I can quickly go into rank 4. Then I'll play the 1-ofs. You play 1 Book of Moon, which is a great card to you activate this against their tour guide, and it breaks up their plays if you're playing Burning Abyss. You activate this against Winda, flip it face down, and then you can swing over with anything in this deck, even Korea Bandit. Wouldn't that be embarrassing for those Shadow players? God, that'd be embarrassing. Yeah, I got out my Winda. Well, I'm gonna Book of Moon it, and then I'm gonna swing into it with Korea Bandit in my turn. Wait, what? That would be embarrassing. Oh my goodness. That'd be embarrassing. Then I play... I'm going to test it out. I haven't really played with it yet, but Snatch Steal. I'm amazed that this came back. I'm amazed that this came back to 1, because now everybody's going to be playing like 3 MSTs in their deck. Everybody's going to play like 3 MSTs in their deck. At least 2, or at least side 3. Because this card is crazy. Like, they have banned Change of Heart. They have banned Mind Control. Or they haven't banned Mind Control, but they've banned Change of Heart. They've banned Brain Control. And they have Mind Control limited to 1. So they bring this guy back. I know it's not as overpowered as Change of Heart, but if you take control of their level 4 monster or their Winda or their Construct or their Dante or their Virgil, they're screwed at some points in the game. They really have to pay attention with this running around. In game 2 and 3, you activate this, you watch how quick they put their MSTs in their deck. You just, seriously. But in Harpies, I'm kind of like, I don't fear it. I don't fear it because I can pop it and I'm okay. But anyways, I'll move on. I'm still stunned that this went to 1. Like, I would have seen Heavy Storm going to 1, or even for everybody calling for it, Stratos going to 1. But this, whatever. You guys tell me in the comments what you think about this going to 1, and I appreciate anything you guys say. Then I play Mind Control because I like stealing your shit. I love stealing your shit. I want to take it, and I just want to rub it on my hands because I want to steal it. I want it to be mine. I want your constructs to be mine. I want your Virgils to be mine. I want everything to be mine. And the funny thing is people used to play this against me, and I used to play this against people, and it's really funny because you have to pay attention because sometimes people accidentally take your cards with this. Because if you play this in game 3, watch out, guys, because somebody might mind control you or snatch steal you, and they might put their card in their graveyard and walk away with it. So just watch out for that, guys. And then you play 2 MSTs because sometimes you don't have your field spell and you need to pop sign. I don't know how I did that. I felt cool. Then for consistency, you play 2 Pot of Dualities. Then you play, for the traps, you play 1 Compulse, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Breakthrough Skills, because sometimes, like I said, you're going to have to pop your own back row. And if you're going to pop something useful, and, well, you don't want to pop something useful. Pop something useful that's going to be in the graveyard usefully. Pop Breakthrough Skill. Breakthrough Skill, you can pop it, and you get to get cards. Negate their effects. Then you play 1 Solemn Warning, and here's the MVP of the deck. 3 Hunting Grounds. Not Hunting Grounds. Jesus. Hunting Grounds is the MVP of the deck, but this is the real MVP of the deck, is Hysteric Party, because everybody likes parties. You play this, and if you have more than 3 Harpies in the graveyard, or 4, and you have like 1 in hand, there's no reason you should not win unless they negated this. Unless they trap stunned it, or you got wiretapped, or they MST'd it, you should win. You should just win. It's just, that's how it is. And that's it for the main deck. It is 40 card main deck. I usually only play 40 cards in every deck that I play. If you ever see a deck profile of mine, it's going to probably be 40 cards because I want to get cards, or I want to get what I want to get quick. And then I'll show you the 15 card extra deck. I wish I had 2 Castales because I would play 2 Castales. Oh, by the way, I play no Icarus attacks. Icarus attack is really bad right now because everything gets pluses off being destroyed. So if you want to play Icarus attack, more power to you. More power to you. I play Blackwings. I play Harpies. I think it's bad. I think it's terrible right now because you are getting neg-1'd unless your opponent's already going to destroy your card, and then you're going to pop their stuff unless you pop back row, or they're going to chain their back row, and then you're going to get screwed because you're going to force their hand to pop their back row, and then you're just going to be sad. And you're going to pop their monsters, and you're just going to be really sad because then you pop anything in Burning Abyss, and it's just like, oh, thanks for free cards. You pop anything in Shaddolls, even though Shaddolls aren't going to be as relevant because of Super Polymerization getting banned, even though that's really not going to take them down that much, but it's going to take them down to maybe tier 2. And they're going to just go plus. They're going to go plus, 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 and it's just bad. So I play 1 Stellar Knight Deltros because it's nice to have in your deck. I know a lot of you guys saw that and were like, oh, bad deck profile, but it's not. It's not a bad card. Whatever you hear about this card, it is not a bad card. Stellar Knight Deltros is a good card because it negates your cards from getting destroyed by Bottomless. And not a lot of people play Bottomless anymore, though, but it's still good because it's just good. It lets you pop stuff. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon. I like this card because essentially you can cancel out your opponent's attack points and just hit them for 2,500. and it keeps its big. It's a big beat stick when you need it. That's why I like it. If you can't get over something and you just know you need to punch it, this is your man. That's why I play him at 1, because you might need it, you might not. You're going to go into 101, you're going to go into Exton, you're going to go into Castell, but this guy is just here in case you need it. He's utility. Then I play 1 Knight, because sometimes you want to protect certain cards, and it's just good for that. And sometimes you need a 24 beat stick, 2450 beat stick. Then I play 1 number 103 Ragna Zero, because occasionally you're going to fight Fire Fists. Maybe? I don't know. You might need it. Honest at 2. I don't think you can chain it in damage step, but you might be able to. I think you can. So it's good. I like it. I used to play it in all my decks because it was just amazing. Then you play 1 101. I would probably play 2 if I had it, but I only have 1. Then you play 2 Zero Fine because it is skill drain. It is the skill drain of the deck. It is amazing. I love it, and it is an amazing card. You play it and you activate its effect, and it is a skill drain. It is a walking skill drain. That is what it is. It's not as good against Quillhorts, but it is still good. Oh, this deck is good against Quillhorts too, because if you play this against Quillhorts, you're going to pop their scout really quick and they're going to be sad. Then you play 1 Castell, because Castell is a generic rank 4. You play 1 number 62 Heartland Draco. I cannot tell you how many games I've seen my girlfriend win because of this guy. If you can bring them down 4,000 life points and you can drop him, you've got a good chance you're going to win. You're not guaranteed you're going to win, but you got a damn good chance you're going to win. Then you play Staple Double Lightning Chidori, because when it comes out, it automatically bounces something, and then you can detach a card and it bounces again. And like I said earlier, if you have triple or even single, what's her name? If you have single Harpie Lady 1, it goes up to 2,200. So it's really nice to have. Then I play 2 Exitons because I don't have double, what's his name? Castell or 101. So I was like, forget it. Double Exiton. Got to go with it. Don't really go into him that much. I mean, what am I saying? I'll go into him every game. You go into him, you pop sign, you get pluses, your opponent gets sad, and you're like, YOLO. It's a great card in this deck because you can go plus off of it. Which is surprising for most decks, because most decks, this is a last resort move. Your opponent's ever played their hand, you go into it. In this deck, you drop it, you pop their field, you pop your field, you're left with him, you end your turn, you had sign face down, you get 3, and then you go crazy. Because they have lost their entire field, and you had a 1900 beater, plus you just got 3 Harpies. So if they get any back row, you have your field spell, you have Channeler, and you have Dancer in hand, or you have one or another card. And then you can go into another rank 4 and just go crazy. I love this card. I think it's broke as hell, but I love it. Then you play 1 Gaga Cowboy, because sometimes you need 800 more life points to just kill him. Or a 3k beater. And finally, I play 1 number 80 Rhapsody in Berserk, because sometimes you're just going to need to power up your XZ, because this deck is one thing that it lacks, and the reason that I play Dark Rebellion Dragon is because sometimes it just lacks the ability to make a big monster. And I know a lot of times you're not going to need a big monster, but some matchups you're just going to go up against, and you're just going to be like, huh, I really wish I had a 3k beater right now. I really wish I did. So that's why I play Rhapsody in Berserk. Because sometimes if you can Hysteric Party, and you can go Chidori, and then you can go Rhapsody in Berserk, Banish 2, Bounce 2, make your Lightning Chidori go up to 31, they're going to have a bad time with Lightning Chidori. Because then they're going to try and set something, and then you're going to bounce that too. So, anyways, that is the Harpie deck profile, guys. I'm going to make a Trolley Harpie deck profile for you guys, next. That is going to be the next deck profile, if not Dark Worlds are the next. The next one I'm going to try and make, it's going to be Dark Smorg Ninja Harpies. And it's going to be funny as hell, because it is going to just make Nancloths and Quillhorts, and if it can work correctly, I have to work with the consistency a little bit, but if I can make it work correctly, which a lot of you people are going to comment and be like, no, you can't make it work, it's bad, it's inconsistent. Well, it's for fun. That's what I'm trying to make it for. I'm going to try and make it to just troll Quillhort, Nancloths, and Burning Abyss. Shaddolls, it probably would troll Shaddolls because they need El Shaddol Fusion. And if they can't set cards, they're going to just cry. They're going to cry because they only have a 1900 beater, and that's it. But anyways, guys, this is Dark Arm Duelist, and I'm signing out. See you later, guys.